everybody, it's Louisa here, and I have a couple more project shares. These two project shares are card and charm, chunky charm that I made to go with the little Valentine's mailbox that I created for Harumy. So I mentioned that I was going to do something to put inside, and what I'm going to be throwing in here is the chunky charm that I made. And separately, I'm going to be sending a card because that was part of our swap. So I made a coordinating card to go with it, and I just simply cut down some 8.5 by 11 cardstock, which this is from the Paper Studio, and I just folded it in half and then cut a 5, I think it was a 5 by 5 size card, and used the light pink, and I cut some white cardstock and just made it slightly smaller, and then I cut some paper, which is from this paper stack here that someone had given me. They shared with me some of these papers from this pack, which is called Wild Rose Studio Letters from Paris paper pack. So I decided to use these because I never used them before, and they've been sitting in my stash. I also covered some chipboard in one of those papers and then cut out the images that you see here and used them in this project. So you could see the paper that I use. It's really pretty and very shabby chic. So I just staggered or cut down, slightly smaller each piece, and then stuck them down with my what's it called? Score tape. Okay. And on the inside, I did the same thing with another sheet of paper. So I'll just put a sentiment in there. So what I did was I layered a heart-shaped doily that Bonnie has sent me in one of our swaps. I don't remember which one, but it's these really cute hearts. They're small hearts. So I put one down, and then I took my cutout pieces and I added some glitter, and on this one I used, where is it? I used, oh my gosh, okay, I think it was diamond dust. I don't know. It could have been the other one. One of those. But for the heart and the butterfly, now what I had done there, it was this butterfly and then this heart. I used the glitter that I picked up at Walmart, extra fine glitter in the light pink. And I cut the butterfly. I took off the body part, and it had left me with 2 wings, so I put the wings on the back of the heart. So it looks like the heart is flying away and the Cupid is trying to catch it. So I was just trying to make it kind of fun, And then I added this stamp. I stamped out, it says "Smile, it is the key that fits the lock of everybody's heart." And then I just made a small little arrangement with an assortment of flowers from my stash. These are Wild Orchid Craft sprays, and this one is Wild Orchid Craft. Oh, and this one too right here. And then the little ones are from my stash. So, and it just opens like that. I didn't make it into an easel card. I'm trying to keep some of my cards a little more simpler. So, let me place this next to here. I know you're not going to see it too good, but we want to get with the charm now. So for my inside, I needed to make something to go inside of this mailbox, which we had agreed on putting something in our boxes that we were going to make for our Valentine swap. So I decided to do a charm, and I'm just going to wrap it up in some pretty tissue and then put it inside. So here it is, and it is the size of my hand. So, and I cannot remember where I got this clasp, but it's a nice lobster clasp that rotates, and you know, it's pretty firm. And then this ring here is, I don't even know where I got that from, but that's what holding the rest. And I have 3 chain on here in different lengths that holds the majority of the charms, and then this loose piece that I spelled out Harumy with these really tiny alpha beads, and then I just hung a tiny little heart. Let me zoom in a little bit so you could see better. Okay, so on the name, which is hanging on its own, there's a little metal heart. I did put some seam binding. I always feel like this space between your clasp and where you start hanging everything, I always feel like it's so plain. So I always got to put a little, some kind of a bow or something. And usually I just go to my seam binding. And I like leaving long strands so it looks like it's part of the charm. Okay, so back to this. So we're going to go to the first chain here, which might have gotten tangled up a little bit. Alright, so this chain, I filled as much of the little chain links as I could, you know, leaving maybe 1 or 2 in between. So I took one of these little tiny bottle caps, made a hole through it, and punched out 2 circles out of that paper. And this is a 1/2 inch punch, which is perfect for these mini bottle caps. And I glossy accent the inside of this one and then sprinkle some of that pink glitter. And you could barely see it, but it is a flower in there, a rose. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a rose in there. And on the back, you see it a little better because I didn't glossy accent or put anything else. I punched out another piece from that same paper. So then you're just going to start going on with all the dangles that I had created and put on here. And my main colors was pink, white, and silver. So all my chain and all the jump rings are silver, and I use these jump rings from Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. So she has these in a couple of colors. So I'll post a link down below to that if you need jump rings. So anyway, back to my dangles. So I created all these little dangles, and these here, these hearts, were from Puerto Rico. They already had a jump ring on them. Whoops, I didn't do this one very well now, did I? Yeah. Let's see if I can get it on there. I don't think I will. Okay, we'll put that back. Some of these beads already had the pins. What do you call them? I don't know. Anyway, those are from Tim Holtz. I did do some buttons. I've been watching Anna Yanis and Anna Afayas on YouTube. I know I messed up her name, but her YouTube channel. And they did a button chunky charm swap. So I wanted to start adding some buttons to my charms as well, because I really like that look. I didn't put too many, but I put a few in the pink, and then I just created a whole bunch of these kinds of dangles. A lot of these pieces like this here was given to me, and I think all these little buttons were in this little jar that Marlene had sent me in one of our swaps. And then I created this with the heart. I try to add as many hearts as possible. There's another button and some more dangles that I created. And then this cute teddy bear that someone gave me. Okay, and then the next one, I'm going to show you the shorter ones first because the longest one has the most. So I did add this separately, and this is a Christmas ornament that I recently got from Hobby Lobby or Michael's, you know, on clearance. It's one of those long ones. And what I did to it was I just glued on this cute little bow that I had gotten at AC Moore. Made it a little more shabby chic. So then this one here, again, This is actually like a plastic or acrylic heart that I created. Here's another Tim Holtz bauble. And I forgot where this is from, but this already comes this way. And then another little button, and then someone gave me this angel with wings. I mean heart with wings. And then I created this cute dangle here with a large acrylic flower that someone gave me. And this is one piece right there. So now to the middle one, which is the longest one. There's another button and a word tile. They're actually like beads. It says kiss on one side and then dream on the other. And then I added at the end, I dangled a little pink shell that was again in this little bottle from Marlene. So thank you, Marlene, for that. I'm using the little doodads in there. And then I hanged this little hand, which I added a fan to, and the fan was given to me. Then I created this dangle, and this is either a Tim Holtz dangle or from Natasha Scrapbook Corner. I can't remember because I put them all in one jar. And I made this one, another button, and this one someone gave me. This particular bead here is from Walmart. I created this one. Okay, another one of these single beads. Whoops, losing it here. I added this key that somebody gave me, and it had little heart shaped. This part here to me looks like a heart. Another button, and then here this little disco ball is another Christmas ornament that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby. It's from A Tree for Me. These were on clearance. So I yanked off the string, that's the hanger, and pushed in a head pin with a bead, because inside of this is actually styrofoam, and I had pulled the thing and it came straight through, so I had to add something a little bigger. So I just added a silver bead in there, and again also on the top I added another bead and made my loop, and then I just glued another little bow to make it a little more shabby chic and not too much disco-y. And there's a little, this is from Walmart as well, this cute little heart. So I think that is it. I just gotta add this one again. Gotta break out my tools and add that one bead that fell off because I didn't attach it very well. But again, I'm going to be wrapping it up nicely and putting it in to my, let's see, into my little mailbox here. Once I add the tissue, it should fill up. It should fill it up pretty good. Okay. So, yep. There it is. So that is the rest of my swap projects for Harumy. So hopefully she'll like everything. And I'm not good at displaying this kind of stuff here. There we go. Alright, so thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye now.